Matt Miller.
Militant affection.
Hi everyone, welcome to Militant Affection.
Yo.
Hi everyone, welcome to Militant Affection. I'm here with my my comedian friend, Jacob Lai.
Hey man, thanks for having me. This means a lot.
It's good to start off very unnatural.
Yep.
And just he's sweating. My apartment's very hot right now because we're ready to go.
My pants are off.
His pants are off and he's sweating. He's got multiple waters. He's wiping his head down. What? Isn't this like, I'm trying to think. What classic literature?
Africa.
That's a country. That's not. What are you talking about?
Classic literature.
You know what I mean? Where people are really hot during it. You know, like during a court case.
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
No, you said classic literature. That didn't make
Literature.
sense.
Like, what's the name of that? The one, you know, that people like is Boo Radley.
Is the book just about people being hot?
No. Like, the courtroom was like a courtroom drama.
Oh, and they're all sweating. 'Cause it's in like the South or something. And the
Yeah.
guys, maybe he did it. That's why he's sweating.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Sure.
talking about. This is like what that is.
Yeah.
It's similar to that. The women just won the World Cup. You're a big football guy. Who's your favorite player?
I love fucking.
Who's your favorite
European
female?
football. Abby Wambach. Is she still
She's
play?
good. I was just looking at her
Does
Twitter.
she still play?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has like a blonde hair thing.
Yeah. You want to know big VIP insider info detail?
What?
Celebrity gossip.
Sure.
So my
You hooked up with her?
Yeah. Her and her. No, wait. My friend's ex-girlfriend, her uncle is like her agent. So he was like, yo, you should bring your boyfriend and some friends to this FIFA 2019 release party, or 2018. So we went there, and the whole women's national team was there. They brought me to the VIP section. Abby Wambach was
What?
there. She had a full plate hamburger, french fries, didn't even fucking touch it.
Really?
And I was starving, and I was just looking at it, and she was like, hey, nice to meet you. And then just crossed her arms in front of this whole fucking hamburger. I'm sure she didn't ask for it. Like, they were just giving them food, and she just wasn't eating it, but fucking give me a hamburger, you know?
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Normally they'd pay players with money.
No.
Not the women.
That's what everyone's complaining about all the Give them more than hamburgers.
And they don't even eat it. That's such a chick move, though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? To not eat the food.
We need more hamburgers, and then they don't even fucking eat the hamburgers, man.
That's pretty funny. She didn't eat. And what happened when she was done? They just threw it away.
Yeah, they don't. I don't think any of the players touch it. They said, you know, it's like one of those things where, like, when celebrities show up, they just give them shit that they don't even ask for, and they
Yeah.
were just sitting in front of it. Like, she's a fucking pro athlete. She's not gonna eat a hamburger and French fries anywhere, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But it was like, then can I have some? That's what I should have asked.
Yeah.
They look good.
It couldn't go to waste. I always hate when people leave meat behind. You know, because animals died.
Yeah, that's true, especially meat.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't even think about that part.
Right.
That's just a cow.
They just murder the cow for you to not eat, and then it just
Yeah.
gets thrown away.
Hopefully, the illegal immigrants eat it in the back. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The ones that are cooking it. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
illegally. Yeah.
You don't think they're legal?
No.
You don't think any kitchen?
No, probably not, man.
Has
Have
legal-
you ever stumbled into the back of a restaurant kitchen?
Maybe
Do
once
they
or twice.
speak English? Are they above 5'2"?
I don't even notice the people. I feel superior, so I can't even hear the language. That's funny.
Yeah.
With this relationship? That's the one time you got to meet them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lupe Fiasco was there.
Oh, really?
Didn't get to talk to
What's
him.
that? Push Kick? Was that his song?
Yes,
the
Kick,
skateboard
Push,
one.
Coast.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Rebels, skateboarding. Yeah.
What was he doing there?
He was probably made the soundtrack or something. He actually looked
To
like
the-
he was kind of trying
to
to
the
hook up with
women's
them.
soccer team.
Yeah, for FIFA.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
He made the women. No, they like this was like the first FIFA game where you could play as the women, so it was like a big deal. And Lupe, I think, did the soundtrack.
Okay.
So it was
yeah,
like
yeah.
the
He
big
probably had like
celebrity.
the title song.
Yeah. Also, but yeah, exactly. When have you heard? I haven't heard of him in years though.
The last time I remember Lupe Fiasco was a girl I dated. Her sister was trying to relate to me because I skateboarded, and when she was driving
How
us
old were
somewhere,
you?
this was like I was like 19.
Okay.
And then I don't know. And then she was playing it in the car. She's like, "Oh, this is a skateboarding thing. You like that?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. It's like, yeah, but it's not a white guy.
it's not a white guy. You know what I mean? My favorite skateboarders, of
Kareem
course,
Campbell?
He's pretty good.
He's
But I
black.
wouldn't even begin with him. Rodney Mullen, of course.
Oh yeah,
He was
the
great.
guy he invented the kickflip, right?
Yeah, he invented lots of things.
He does flips and stuff, handstands.
Yeah.
Right?
You know, Daewon Song.
Asian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's good too.
He's newer though, right? I don't know. I can't picture.
Did you
on
play
a
the
skateboard,
Tony
to be
Hawk
honest.
games?
Yeah, I can't picture you on a skateboard.
Me?
Yeah.
I was terrible.
And you probably had those big shoes like Etnies or DC or whatever with a huge tongue.
No, I was a Vans guy.
Yeah, what kind of tripod you got? Manfrotto?
No, this is like an Interpod or something.
You don't even know?
I mean, I can see it says it right there, but I'm not gonna get up.
I thought you were like a big tripod, like you'd know about tripods.
big tripod
You're a big
guy?
tripod guy.
I had a Manfrotto once. You're trying to really get off the skateboarding topic. You're like,
I
let's
just
talk
don't
about
think
this.
you ever skateboarded.
I don't have any good skateboards. I could shove it.
Did you ever get
After I
injured?
shove it, yeah. One time I like went over like a box, right, and I went straight into another kid's. My knee hit his knee, and then I was just like all bruised.
That's it.
He was an older kid, and that was my biggest
You
injury.
just bruised.
Just a big old
You were
bruise.
skating when you were 19? That's too old to be skating.
Well, I kind of stopped skating by then, but she knew I
Had used
was
to.
I was in skateboard culture.
What happened to that relationship? Why did it end?
She died. I killed her.
Oh,
No,
really?
oh, really?
I'm trying to get off the skateboarding topic.
That one ended because I just got bored. I'm terrible
Everything.
at everything. Well, that one, like, I got bored with that, and then it just ended. Like, I was just being a bad boyfriend for a while until
Yeah.
she ended it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know that. I've never done that, but I've seen that happen in relationships where they don't want to be the one to break up, so they start to kind of make them resent them, kind of, and like just be shitty, and then the other one's like, "What's wrong
Well,
with you?"
I would just be late to everything, or like, just I don't know,
Would
not
you be late?
answer things.
Yeah,
text.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to do the breaking up. You wanted to you'd rather be the asshole that
Yeah,
she
yeah.
breaks up with, and then you're like, "Oh, she dumped me. I don't know." And then in reality, you're like, it's a passive aggressive thing.
Yeah, no, it's
People
shitty.
do that.
But
all the
also,
time.
I didn't know you. I mean, that was actually my first like real relationship.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't really even know how to like break up.
Yeah, it's
Like,
terrifying, man.
Yeah,
I don't like doing it at all.
you're always doing it.
Yeah, I don't think I've been kind of dumped. It wasn't like an official relationship, but yeah, that sucked. And the way they did it was pretty shitty, but I've done breaking up. And
Well,
the
look
last
at
one was
you.
over the phone. It wasn't I wasn't like I'm going to call her and break up with her. We just like it ended over the phone kind of naturally.
Oh shit,
Still haven't seen her.
she's missing.
I haven't been able to find
Still
her.
haven't seen her.
No, when I break up with someone, I'm done. I don't like, people that are like, "Oh, we still stay friends." I'm like,
Yeah, I
no.
can't do that at all.
No.
Yeah,
If you're already friends and they're like in your social group, then whatever. But like, I'm not like, what? How would we still be friends? It makes no sense.
yeah.
Like I have a friend whose ex will be like, "Oh, how's your like new relationship?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? Like that's none of your. That's weird."
But don't you think that might be healthier? No.
It depends on the person. If you want that, then yeah. If you both want to stay friends and you can do it, it's definitely healthier. You shouldn't not be friends for that reason. But I don't think that's like a healthy thing to maintain friendships with your exes. I don't think there's necessarily a reason to. I think it's because people try to deceive themselves that the relationship goes deeper than just romance, and that it's like this social connection that they're losing out on if they break up. And it's like, oh no, we had like a connection that went beyond sex. And then when the sex ends, they're like, "Oh, that connection is still there," but it's not. It's like it was romantic, and that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
To be
yeah.
just romantic and not like we're best friends and we hang. No,
Yeah.
I think that's stupid. Me, for
No, I know
for
what you're
me.
saying.
Some people I see it and I'm like, "Oh, that makes sense. They're still friends." I'm just not. Especially divorce, kids still in the mix.
I think if they're still friends, it was never serious. Maybe no.
What do you mean? Explain what you're saying.
Because like if they had like a long-term relationship, I don't know. I couldn't be with someone for years and then just be friends with them.
Yeah, yeah. I know, because it would have to be a large step. If it's not a large step from breaking up to friends, then you were never that deep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get what you're saying. Also, again, I've never really been in that place, but usually in those experiences, one person still kind of feels for the other person, and they try to convince they aren't
Yeah.
to like stay cool. But like, I think it's totally mature to be like, "Hey, yeah, like I still have feelings for you. Like I can't really be just friends with you. I'm sorry."
Yeah, well, that's the honest way.
Yeah. that's
Anything else,
honesty.
you're being like
Yeah.
weird.
But there's some people. Don't you see some people that you're like they're good friends and you're like, "Yeah, we used to date," and you're like, "Oh shit, I would never would have guessed that."
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going back in what I just thought.
Yeah.
Because I think that girl I dated years ago, I could totally be friends with her. Because even after, like, I was completely done with her romantically. Like, it was like we were just grinding. Like, I did not want to be with her anymore. So I could.
So why would you be friends with her then? You did.
Well, it's not that but I mean, like, if I feel that emotional whatever is gone.
The like I still have to be. Yeah, you don't feel like you have to maintain anything.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
relationship
yeah.
part's gone. Yeah. Well, she's probably a bad person, and you know, broke your heart somehow.
No, I mean, she didn't break my heart. I've had people break my heart.
Really?
Yeah.
Older women?
No, actually younger than me. The older ones. Oh, the older ones were never like serious relationships.
Why not? Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could be in a serious relationship with an older woman?
What do you consider older?
40s.
What about 4D?
Sure.
I think maybe.
Past the age of...
like 10 years older than me?
Past the age... already gone through menopause. Or past the age of being able to have kids.
You can have kids up until like 40 and a half.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so just beyond that. Well, say they're 40 and like you start dating them when they're 40. You're not going to have a kid that year. So by the time, you know, the relationship kind of deepens, you couldn't have kids.
Yeah, I mean, is that the point of relationships? I guess.
I don't know. I'm just wondering.
I think I could. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't think I could do that. It's
No?
not even the kids thing. It's just like you're into older women. I'm not really. Can I,
Yeah.
is it a trash can?
Yeah. No, wait, no, my secret, my holder of goods.
Dating an older woman. I've never see like you like you're all on like cougar life or whatever.
I've never found an older woman dating site outside of the regular ones like Tinder or OkCupid.
Yeah.
All the other ones they're like either you pay for them or it's not real.
What do you mean the app's not real?
I tried one of these cougar sites once.
Are you the guy that clicking on the ad that's like horny slut wants to bang
No,
right now?
I've never
You're
clicked
like,
those.
It's not real. Like, I gave you $200.
No, I never put money. I put money in once for OkCupid just to see
Oh,
what it would
God.
do, and it didn't really do anything.
What do you mean?
And like
pay?
it's
No,
like
of course,
it's just the
scam.
same shit's happening.
Because they don't make you like more attractive and cooler. All it does is just make
They
more
did,
people
though.
see how much
They
you
ma-
suck.
My site looked a little cooler. If I
Really?
looked at it, it was a little
they're more just
glisten.
like, hey, thousands of other women. Do you also not want to bang him? And they're like, yep. And you're like, oh, okay. Glad I paid for this.
This brought me up something I was actually thinking about. Now this is gonna sound racist.
Go ahead.
No, but like being in New York, I'll match with like chicks,
gotta get
like,
more paper
like
towels.
straight up like foreign chicks that moved here, whatever.
Oh
they're
yeah, are they Asian usually, right?
Well, I've been matching with like Brazilian.
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
fine.
But like the thing is they're fine. It's just like I can't have conversations with them. I'm so Americanized. I don't know. It's just like a whole.
You think it's a language barrier or a culture barrier?
it's a
Or
culture
both?
barrier? Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I was surprised by that because I'm kind of the belief that like cultures don't exist as distinctly as they used to. You know that like the difference between a Brazilian and American is shrinking. Do you know what I mean? Because we have so much information
dick
spread
joke
across
or
the
something?
internet that like we share so many pop references and watch the same things and you know read a lot of the same stuff on the internet that eventually like Brazilian and American isn't going to be that different.
I think I might just be a particular case because I'm just a fucking weirdo.
I think it's just that they don't like you, and that's what you're meaning.
No, they do, like. Okay, this one chick. This is probably a normal question, but to me, it's just like, why does it matter? She's like, I could tell you who you are, whether or not if you're a coffee or tea person. And I'm like, why the fuck does that even matter?
Yeah.
Isn't that a weird? I don't know.
That wouldn't piss me off. I would just think they're kind of like basic, maybe, but I don't.
Basic. That's the word.
Yeah, but Brazilian basic. I don't know what the fuck that is. Was she hot?
Yeah.
Then what the fuck are you doing?
Totally.
man? I don't
Yeah. She
complain
was
at
like
all.
messaging him, but like I couldn't like have a. I don't know. I couldn't like talk to her. We were like on two different dimensions.
Really?
I recently FaceTime another Brazilian chick. I
You
don't know. What
FaceTime?
Well, she was like on the thing. I'm like, oh, we should meet up. And she's like, you just meet up strangers on this? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck is the point
Yeah,
of this?
yeah.
And she's like, I have to see you first. So I FaceTimed her. She didn't know what the word candid meant.
So what did you say?
Well, I told her what candid meant.
Yeah,
but isn't
what
that kind of
context?
dumb?
Like,
She was like, well, because we were going to FaceTime. And she's like, oh, you're catching me. And like, I'm not looking my best. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, yeah, I'm a little candid right now, too. And she's like, what does candid mean?
yeah, because she doesn't speak English as her first language.
Yeah. She moved
Can
here
you say candid in any other language?
2008?
Pick one language that use any language and tell me how to say candid.
Kandi. She was fine though, but I'm just an idiot. She was wearing like a Nirvana t-shirt. I'm like, oh, you like America? Yeah.
That's like the most. Like everybody knows Nirvana is. They don't, or they just buy it in any fucking country. I can see what you mean though. I mean, I don't know what.
I'm sure if I go somewhere else, they're gonna be like, you're fucking weird.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think that's. But you also could be like projecting your own Americanness onto the interaction, and it's also possible that she's just not your type, and you think it's a cultural difference, and it's just a personality difference. Like you could meet a Brazilian that's exactly like you, and you wouldn't be like, "Oh, she's Brazilian," but you'd be like, "Oh yeah, she's just we click," you know?
Yeah.
I think about that because it's like I had a brief thing, not like a relationship, but with an Australian person. She's family's from Hong Kong, but she's Australian, and I was never at any point like, "Oh, this is an Australian person."
Yeah.
But I'm sure that if it wasn't working, I'd be like, it's the Australian, you know, like you start to see the differences as like you try to assign where they come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they're hot, I'll fucking start.
I'll
I'll learn
through?
everything I have to. Yeah, I'll learn Portuguese. I'll do whatever it takes. Learn how to say candid in Portuguese, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm whatever. There's so much of it is just being able to talk before. Every guy is always like, you don't have to talk to him. And I'm like, but you do have to. I mean, I can't just fuck people. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a whole other thing, man. Talking to them, yeah. I mean, you gotta get to a certain point. That's why I don't get like. There's some people I meet, some women I meet, or even guys where I'm like, how does anybody get past this point of conversation with you? You know what I mean? Like I'll be talking to a girl and the conversation is so flat, and it's not like I'm like, oh,
You're
I'm
just staring
boring.
at her chest.
No. I just mean like the conversation is going nowhere, and I can tell that it's not like we're just not clicking. It's like this is just how she always is.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, am I supposed to be like, hey, want to come over now? Like, what the fuck? We've been talking
I know what
about
you're
the
saying.
weather
Yeah,
for the
that's
past 2 hours, and then it's like I'm sure there are guys in the exact same place, but I'm like, how does anybody end up? You have to be the same type of boring, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, men and women do fall into this. They're just like dumb people, just
or
dumb, basic
uninteresting.
people that are. But I'm like, they just meet another person like that.
That's what I'm saying. So they get excited and they're like, oh, you have a cousin from North Carolina? Oh my God. Like, we should go on a
But
date.
like, I always see that, and I'm like, behind closed doors, you guys have to be having deeper conversations.
I don't know about that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I would feel. But how do they get to those deeper conversations? Is it really just putting up with the basic boring conversation until you can have those conversations? Or maybe they just, when they hang out, they're just like quiet and they're like, this is what I like. This is what I like to be with someone. We just sit here in silence or talk about Netflix, and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe not everybody is like craving these deeper conversations that I enjoy.
But I always like
deeper.
to think that like people in the back of their head have these thoughts, and they just have the guard up at all times.
Some people for sure. Or they're nervous. The people they hang out with don't usually talk about that kind of stuff, so they're nervous to kind of go out on a limb and say that kind of shit.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're forming a relationship with someone and you've been together for a while, you would think that would start to open up those thoughts.
For sure.
Yeah.
But haven't you seen some married couples where you can just tell you're like, you guys have no interesting conversations at all? Do you know what I mean? Like they've been together for like 20 years, they have kids, and they're still like, oh, honey, did you see like it was like hot dogs are on sale this week? And you're like, Jesus fucking Christ, this is your whole life.
I mean, I feel like that's my parents' conversation.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like whenever I've seen them talk, my dad's just like, oh, at work today, this happened. And my mom's like, oh, I saw this on TV. And then they're
Jesus
like, then they
Christ,
just sit there. And I'm like, I think I can't have a nuanced conversation with either of my parents about anything.
This is a much deeper personal issue. It seems like you're working through.
Listen, I'm trying to pull this
You have
direction.
siblings, right? Sister?
Yeah, yes. I got 2 sisters, 2 brothers.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you the youngest?
No.
What?
My youngest sister lives in New York, actually. She's about to be 26 this month. Yeah.
And you're just one above her, so you're
Yeah.
second youngest.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my 2 oldest are half siblings. My mom had a previous
Oh,
marriage.
she banged a lot of dudes.
2 dudes, dude.
Whoa.
At least two fellers.
That's disgusting.
Well, I know your mom.
Yeah.
Well, I know your mom at least banged 2 people actually, but
Yeah, we don't know that they banged. They haven't had any kids.
I guess that's how you know.
That's the only way.
Unless you stumble in on them.
Woo, yeah. And even then, they could be faking it. You know, a lot of parents do that.
They fake have sex.
Fake having sex when their kids walk in.
Oh shit, they're coming in. Let's go.
You never had your mom tell you she faked her orgasm?
Well, I mean, occasionally, but all the time.
Fuck, man, I'm already on my third.
Dude, you're fucking
paper
going through my
towel.
paper towels like
I'm sorry, man. This is what the money you save on air conditioning you lose on paper towels.
These are name brand paper
right,
towels.
I'll stop.
Actually, no, I think these are. No, you can wipe down all you want if
better,
you
yeah.
got to be clean for your. You can't sweat through your shirt.
Yeah, I know. I should have worn a worse shirt.
A worse shirt?
Yeah.
Not for you're not even wearing pants, I guess. Yeah, it
Yeah,
doesn't even
yeah.
fucking matter at this point.
Yeah.
Well, the point of what I'm trying to do here
Yeah,
is
here
supposed
we
to
go.
talk about traumatic
All right,
events
let's
in your
go.
life. What's
Yeah.
the name of traumatic event?
I was in a house fire. It was sick, man.
You were really in a house
I
fire.
was really in a house fire. I told you that. You thought it was a joke?
Yeah, I was laughing at
I was in
it.
a house
Stupid
fire. It was,
Jacob
it was
in a
sick,
fucking house fire.
actually. It was chill.
Was it your house?
Yeah, it was my stepdad's house, which I had like just moved into, and then somebody fell asleep with like a candle, and it fell on the corner of their mattress, and they were like, "Hey, Dad, like my mattress is on fire." He tried to drag it down the hallway to the shower, but in doing so, like brought a lot of oxygen to the flame. Whole hallway went up. My room is on the end of the hallway. Woke up with my door on fire with my little friend sleeping over when I was 12 years old.
Oh shit.
Yeah, scary.
Wait. So were you saved?
Yeah. Well, so when I woke up immediately, I told my friend to go into the corner away from the fire, and I had like pillows, and I was like, breathe through the pillows to filter out the smoke. So I like went into survival mode, and then I just screamed for a while because I didn't really have any other option. And then my stepdad knocked the door over,
I didn't have
and
another
I
option.
realized that I have like another exit to my room. Thankfully, otherwise I could easily have died. But there's another exit to my room, which I just wasn't thinking about, or I just didn't know how to get to because there's so much smoke. And then he knocked the door down, opened the back door. We all went out. Everybody survived. He was in a coma for a while, though. Like they medically
in a
induced
coma?
coma. My stepdad.
Oh.
'Cause he got burned a lot from being in the hallway and
Oh,
opening the door and
shit.
stuff. Yeah. Medically induced. So it wasn't like he was like
He didn't,
awake
he
and alert
didn't
and
suddenly have a
comatose.
coma while he was saving you guys.
No.
You guys are like had to
Well,
drag his body
it wasn't
out.
it wasn't like he fainted, and then they were like, he's in a coma, we don't know what to do. It was like they put him in a coma so that he could heal from the scars and go through skin grafting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn. Well,
My mom better had sex with him after that, dude. If you're talking about parents.
he's like, ugh, no.
I fucking save this kid.
Wait, so did your house burn down then?
Yeah, the top floor got really burnt. Like that hallway got really fucked. All the walls were completely fucked. My room, thankfully, there was like a lot of smoke damage, so insurance helped with that, which was great. But there was
All
some
that weed you were smoking. Yeah.
when I was 12. There were some things at the front of my room that got a little melted, but nothing like no big loss. I think the biggest thing actually we might have lost were like some home movies, which I don't know where they were, but we just can't find them. And I think they might have burned or something. I don't know.
Oh no, those are memories.
But yeah, then they rebuilt the whole house because insurance covered it after the fire. So it was yeah.
God damn. Did your friend sleep over again?
No, we actually never. That
We
was
never hung out
We
again?
actually never hung out again after that. I don't think. We slept at his place that night, but yeah,
Nice.
we kind of were like towards the end of our friendship. I guess we might have slept over one other time, but yeah, I don't think so.
You know how like sometimes if you need to do something in life, life forces you to do it. Do you think
Yeah,
the house
dude,
burned down
that's
to
what
end
I was-
that?
Yeah. That's why I lit it on fire. I was like, like he's all into like soccer. I'm into guitar. Like this isn't gonna work out.
Two different worlds.
And I was like, oop, the candle fell.
Oh man, how shitty would it be if he died during that fire, right?
That would have been fun.
Then you'd have to be like, we were best friends. You'd have to be at the funeral
Yeah,
acting
yeah.
like you
and their
care.
parents would have hated us. Yeah, they
Yeah.
probably would've. I mean, the thing is, if where we were in the house, if he died, I would have had to have died. Like we were right next to each other.
Oh yeah, died together.
Yeah, that would have been sad.
Why were you so close
That would have been sick. Yeah.
to die out with your best friend?
He wasn't my best friend. He was one of my friends, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, multiple friends. Sleepovers was a good time.
Multiple friends? What? You said so sad. Damn, multiple friends. Thinking about that.
Just thinking about all those friends. Listen, I had many a sleepovers.
Yeah, you ever wake up in the middle of a fucking fire to sleep over?
No,
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of story.
Yeah.
I don't have any fun sleepover stories. This just remind. I had one sleepover, a pretty gay sleepover. Now that I
Yeah,
think about
I know.
it,
You
where
guys
we all
jerked
where
off
we
and
all
watched
no,
porn,
we
huh?
didn't jerk off and watch porn, but we were just started talking about our dicks and stuff. No, we did some sort of like over the pants rubbing of ourselves.
Yeah, that's a common thing. I think most guys, like the first time they jerk it, or close to one of the few times they first jerk it, is like that.
Yeah.
I never touched my wiener, but they would be like, "Yo, HBO late night boobs," and I'd be like, "Oh shit!" And then like one kid would be like, "I have to go to the bathroom," and you're like, "Oh fuck."
And you walk in and he's just like shitting everywhere. It's
Yeah,
like I
he's
wasn't
not-
doing it.
I'm not even jerking off. I had to poop. No, I think they were all jerking off. But I hear even more crazy stories where like friends would just like put a pillow between each other and jerk off. Like that's crazy, dude.
That's a weird thing guys do.
I wouldn't do that. I never would have jerked off anywhere near another dude. No way.
You're so straight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't jerk off near another dude at all.
Have you ever done that? I mean, you guys touched each other's wieners over the pants. You didn't.
No,
touch
I didn't touch their wieners off the pants.
No,
I mean,
you
we
touched your own.
individually.
Yeah.
I think I just rubbed a pillow against myself.
That's yeah. Like you guys didn't come, did you?
No.
Yeah. But there are a lot of kids I've heard of that were like, yeah, like we'd invite my friends over and we'd like create stations for jerking off. Like I'll put pillows here, I'll make a little
Jerk off stations?
Because you wanted to watch porn and you all had one TV and you'd be in like your friend's basement or whatever the fuck it is, their room.
Yeah.
So you all set up stations so you don't see each other touching each other.
I never did that. I just remember this one time in particular. We were in my screen house and we were talking about jerking off.
Screen house?
Yeah.
What the fuck
my
does that
parents
mean?
were we had it was just you know what a screen house is?
No.
It's like it came out of the side of the house and it was a screened off little house.
I know what I mean. It's
like a deck has a screen around it.
But the roof is still.
No, it's still roofed.
Is what I'm saying. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the roof. Yeah. So it's like a deck but the wall is screen. And
Yeah.
and then in the winter you can like put up a window.
It's like if you were to think of a house being a screen house, that's what it is.
I don't think that's the right way to put it.
We used to call it a screen
You
house.
just say it a front deck. I think. I don't think.
It was in
that's
the back.
Whatever. Have you been to my mom's house?
Yeah.
You know that when you walk into the driveway, there's that studio my mom has with all that her paintings and stuff. That used to be that thing. That front wall used to all be screens, and then it burned down, and now it's all good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Screen house.
Well, you never heard the term screen house?
No, that's not a real. I think that's just like a you and your family. Were
On
like,
Halloween, it becomes a scream house.
Oh
All
my
right. Yeah, jerk. The only recent time I jerked off near a dude was at my buddy's apartment when he was in his bedroom and I was on the couch and I jerked off.
Wait, so he was in another room though?
Yeah, but the door was open.
Dude, I wouldn't do that. Always just go in the bathroom. Why?
I think I finished in the bathroom, but I just started on the couch.
I'd forgive that. But yeah, I'm not.
I was so high and he was asleep and I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, but what if he's going pee? What if he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go pee.
I was ready to cover up.
Yeah, and then he fucking hears all the rustling, and you like, oh, sorry. That's weird, man. Yeah, that's a jerk off covering
I'm like
noise.
tying something. Somebody's jerking off in there? No. There's a light breeze.
Was that your traumatic experience? Is that why you brought it up?
No. Listen, I've done this is the 15th one of these. My trauma's been in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been pretty outspoken. All of my stories. I just remember that one sleepover where I was just wiping a pillow against my dick over it and be like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, it does feel good. You ever put your wiener between two pillows? When I discovered that, I was like,
Between
this
two
is sex.
pillows?
This is sex.
Oh, you mean like fuck it?
Yeah. Oh my
no,
god,
I never did
that dude, it still feels good.
You know, there's two ways to masturbate, right? There's the hand way, and then there's you lie on your stomach and like fuck your hand way.
Yeah. I never really did it that latter
I never did
way.
it the other way either.
But dude, I'm telling you, if you put your wiener between two pillows, it's like soft, feels good. When you're going from your hand to that, when you're a little kid, it was like a whole new world.
But it's just raw against fabric.
Yeah, but it's like soft, and it's like it feels good, and it's like on both sides. The problem with your hand is that you're just pulling on the skin like this, as opposed to like caressing it the way a vagina does.
Oh yeah.
And the soft cotton
Caressing
of
it
the
the
pillow
way a vagina
covers the
does.
whole penis, including the tip, which you can't do with your hand. You got to get the whole thing. Dude, it just feels good. I'm telling you. I don't know if it still does. I haven't done it since I was like 12, but when I went from jerking with my hand to
Shut up, you
that,
did it
I
when
was
you were
like,
13.
I was gonna come. I was like worried I would be bad at sex because I was gonna come so quickly just from the little pillows.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta get the
I
right
never
kind
did
of
that.
pillow, not like a fucking quilted pillow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a more firm pillow.
Yeah, even just fucking your bed sheet or your pillow or your blanket probably feels good, but the pillows.
I mean, I say I like my hand because it's human.
Yeah, dude, that's not it. It's not the way to go.
I mean, I've tried to make fake vagina devices as a kid, and it
as
never
a kid.
worked.
Yeah, dude.
It was always terrible. I'm like, all right, if I soak a bunch of paper towels, stick
Yeah.
them in a cup, and
No,
then
you
this
gotta
is
get,
like
you
this
gotta
is
get
not
a,
good.
You got to get a Pringles can, and then you buy a latex glove and you put 2 sponges in it, or you put.
Do you wet them?
You put no. The latex glove goes between the 2 sponges, and then you wrap the latex glove around the outside of the Pringles can, so you're having sex with the
Sponges.
the latex glove,
Yeah.
but it's squished between two.
It's like a fleshlight.
Yeah.
Except
So actually, yeah, you take the two sponges and you have to rubber band them together, and then you put the latex glove in between,
Oh, I got you.
and then you stretch it outside. So you got the Pringles can you're holding, two sponges with the latex in between,
Yeah.
and it's tight from the sponges.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
What flavor of Pringles?
Sour cream.
Sour
and
cream is
onion.
good, dude. I like the pizza ones. They're not.
Yeah,
that
actually, the
great.
sour cream and onion are really good.
Yeah.
Salt and vinegar, not salty or vinegary enough.
I like a
It's
salt
kind
and
of weak
vinegar
one.
chip.
Yeah,
Pringles
but those
aren't
are
even
weak.
chips, really.
Cape Cod salt and vinegar are good salt and vinegar chips.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
else, pretty questionable. Kettle chip has good salt and vinegars.
So you like kettle-based salt and vinegar, is what you're saying?
Yeah. What else did you? Oh, you mean like the like Lay's kind?
No, I don't even go for those. Yeah, I mean, no, I eat any salt and vinegar. I think the best salt and vinegar I had was sea salt and like apple cider vinegar,
That sounds
like
good.
fancy kettle chip.
Man.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Those are the
Someone in
days.
your hallway just screamed outside.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of families and dogs here, a lot of kids and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I'm here.
What race are they?
Various races.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
Various. I'm probably the minority. I'm definitely the minority in this building.
Really?
There's like a few other white guys I'll see doing laundry at the same time. For some reason,
And
we
you guys
sync
give
up.
that nod that black people only think they have.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're like, hey.
We just go, hello. For some reason, we always do it at the same time. I don't know why we're so
What,
synced
laundry?
up. But like, there's a lot. I mean, I would say there's a lot of there's Asians, and then there's Indians,
Yeah.
and then there's
Yeah.
other brown
Queens
folks.
is the most diverse place in the world, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it is.
It's crazy. It really is crazy. I love it.
Me
Do you
too.
love it?
I like Queens. Yeah, yeah.
Do you love the diversity? What is what I mean?
Diversity's great. I went one night. I went out. There's like a bar over here, just to hang out, and I was the only white person in the whole bar. It was packed.
Really? Was it every other race, or was it one race majority?
It was mostly Asian that
Yeah.
night, but then there was some, whatever, like Indian to
Yeah.
what other,
To what?
to what other,
you know, the others.
to Latin American brown.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
It's hot.
You're
in here,
fucking
man.
heating up over here.
I really am. You're
fucking
sweating.
getting-
You're just not. I try to hide it. You don't even.
I don't hide it.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
get fucking. I'm just raw.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just. Sometimes if I'm thinking about other stuff, I don't think about the temperature.
I know. Doesn't really help right now though.
Let's see what else did I write on this thing. I wrote down.
That's a good way to do a podcast.
I like to very break the fourth wall. Look at this. I wrote down drugs. You like drugs?
I like drugs.
What's your favorite drug?
Weed. I like cocaine. Those two
Weed
are my
and
favorite.
cocaine.
And beer. If you
What
consider
about? Do you
that.
like edibles?
Oh, I do. Edibles, whatever. I mean, I like edibles, but they just edibles are. I like psychedelics too. Like I really like mushrooms. But the main problem with edibles and they just take too long. You know, like if I could take mushrooms and it lasted like an hour.
That's
and a
your
half,
problem.
2
How
hours,
long it takes?
Yeah, because it's just like sometimes I'm tripping and I'm like, all right, I'm done. Like I don't want to be tripping. Not even like I'm freaking out. I'm just like I'm done. I want to like be back in the real world.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And then it's like, nope, you got 3.5 more hours, and then you're gonna be really tired. And I'm like,
Like alcohol is the only one that can last a long time and be okay.
Yeah, because it also fades and it doesn't change the way you think that much. I mean, it does. It just kind of diminishes your inhibitions. But it's like if I'm on mushrooms and then like someone tries to have a normal conversation with me, sometimes I'm like, God, I can't. I don't want to. I want to just not talk or do my own shit.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, that's how I feel when I get high though on weed.
yeah, I don't
I
like
get
getting
pretty
high socially.
introspective.
I don't do that. Like
Yeah.
I would never get high before this. I would never get high before a date. Never get high before. I'd only get high socially with people that I'm like very comfortable with. And like the plan is to get high and do nothing. Like sometimes I'll smoke with a comic and like, all right, let's go do a set, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
no
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
way.
I can't
Are you
do it too
stupid?
high. I'm
yeah.
thinking about. I'm not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, fucking weed. I've done a couple sets high. They've just been awful.
I've never really.
I've done some sets drunk that have gone.
I've never done that.
I've done some. I mean, I've like blacked out before and went up.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
One of them, it was like real. It was like a 24-hour fest, and I was going on at 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'll just party beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
And I just drank way too much, and I guess I did well though. But I think people were just making fun of me because I
you
was
were so
sloppy.
drunk?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, at a certain point, it's just funny that you're drunk on stage.
Yeah. And then like I was like completely sober right after, or like I remember everything after, like
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
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 like sobers you up.
Getting on stage wakes me up a lot. If I'm ever feeling groggy and I get on stage immediately, I'm not tired anymore.
Because you're in the danger zone.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Yeah. You
Like
gotta.
falling on sleep on stage, that's like a veteran's move, man. Like Jim Morrison,
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
alcoholism.
That's alcoholism. To be able to fall asleep on stage while you're performing.
Yeah, Jim Morrison did that. People started booing him. I think it was my parents went there. Someone there just like, yeah, it was like he started off and he was just mumbling and then he just lied down and fell asleep and we all laughed.
I just recently heard a story. I can't think of the fucking rapper. This chick was telling me he was like famous for like a minute, and then she saw him perform at her college, and he like forgot all his words and then passed out.
Oh, was he Sam?
This was a while ago.
How long? Like a long time ago?
Well, I mean,
The guy that did I Love College.
well, no, it was a black dude.
That was a black guy.
Well, Asher Roth is what you're talking about, right?
No, there's Asher Roth is I
Sammy
Hate
Adams.
College. Sammy Adams.
No, Asher Roth is I Love College. Sammy Adams is I Hate College.
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
I saw Sammy Adams. He came to my college.
I heard he sucks.
Yeah,
Live.
it was awful.
Yeah, everyone was like, yeah, like everyone was so hyped up about how like that song blew up, and he's like a good-looking white dude, and then he started showing up at colleges, and everyone was like, he has no idea how to perform live.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Yeah, but are you talking? Because Sammy Adams never really blew up. Asher
he
Roth did.
Sammy Adams blew up.
I don't know. Did he?
Yeah, especially in the Boston area because he's like a Boston
he's
guy.
a Boston guy. Yeah. I mean, that's why he came to our college. But I think Asher Roth was way bigger.
He's way bigger. He still is bigger. I mean, I have a song on my phone from Asher Roth.
Do you still have like that party last night was
No. I never listened to that. But he has a song called Pabst and Jazz. That's a cool song. It's
a
a
good
good song.
one.
Good beat. Cool song. Nice lyrics. Yeah. What was the other song he had? You were saying last night.
Well, his big's the college song.
Yeah. What? How's it?
It was like It's like that party last night was awfully
yeah.
crazy. Even did I had this one chick completely naked, and it's just like, did he fuck her or did he just get her naked? It was good.
That's why you don't like the song.
No, it was fine at the time. And also breaking down rap lyrics is so hacky.
Yeah. Yeah, I hate when people do that.
Right?
Yeah, all lyrics are stupid.
All lyrics are
It's
stupid.
like breaking down poetry. It's like, of course, it's gonna fucking sound funny because you're taking it out of the context in which it's performed. Stupid.
Something I never really thought about lyrics because I'm a weirdo. Are you eating my paper towel?
I don't know, man. I need to.
Is that like lyrics like are become good? They're like, oh, this is like the words of our generation. You know what I mean? People say things like that.
No. Who says that?
Like I was listening to. I mean, I try to keep all this under wrap, but like something through work, I was listening to people talk about like the managed artists and stuff, and they're like, we try to pay the artists that create the words that people most want to buy.
Yeah.
Like they worded it that way.
That makes sense.
But like I never really thought of it that way. I guess you listen because the words are something to you.
Oh, I don't listen to the words in hip hop that much. I mean, I do. It depends too. Like Nas, AZ, people that I really like for their lyricism. Biggie, I do. But like sometimes I'll hear a song, I'm like, that's a cool song, and I have no idea what the rapper is saying.
Yeah.
Kendrick is a guy that you like to listen to, but like I'm not like listening to. Well, I don't listen to Drake anyways. But if I think a Drake song is
Like,
catchy,
too cool for Drake.
no, I'm saying like if I like a Drake song and I think it's catchy, I'm just like, oh, it's a cool catchy song. Like his voice sounds cool and it works with the song. I'm not like, oh shit, that lyric about like banging this girl is like, yes, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm like, wow, his lyrics blow me away. Plus, how many people are really writing their own lyrics? You have no idea anymore. But like at the beginning of hip hop, like
I mean, somebody's writing them. That still makes them important, no?
yeah, but
You can be like, I like this lyric, right?
but I think you can kind of tell like AZ is someone that I'm always like, oh, you can tell it's his rap from what he's saying, But like these some of these people that are really mainstream, it's like you could probably put in any ghostwriter's song about being rich or getting laid or partying, and I'd be like, yeah, that's a Drake song, And there's no knock to him; he's good at it, but.
Dude, Drake's album "Take Care," great.
I'm sure he writes a song. I don't fucking know. He's Canadian or some shit. Do you like Drake?
Yeah, I like Drake
Really?
actually. Yeah. But I could see Drake is like an accumulation of like the top people. Like his beats are always really good and stuff, and like
Yeah. And his voice just sounds cool.
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. People ignore that. Like rappers just have shitty voices, and then you're like, I don't even care what they're saying. They just have shitty voices.
Yeah.
There's not even
I
that
do like
cool.
guys that can just make it off charisma. I mean, I don't like it, but I do like the
You appreciate
idea.
it, yeah.
I appreciate the people. Yeah.
You know who Gift of Gab is? Blackalicious. You ever heard of that group?
I don't know.
It's like very heady, like esoteric not even esoteric. Like, he has a song called Chemistry Calisthenics, like breaking down all the periodic elements and like rapping. He's brilliant. And like, he freestyles. When you listen to him freestyle, you're like, this
I think
guy's
I
a
might
genius.
know that, actually.
But it's like too much. It's like, you want more of the charisma that you're talking about. You know what I mean? Like, people that just try to have lyrics, it gets boring. KRS-One, you're like, oh, this is a good point.
I mean, that's why, like, Kendrick, his voice, it sounds good, and he's, like, rhythmically speaking, but, like, I know he's lyrically saying something, but I don't care as much. Yeah, you were just saying that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just the nature of the song. It's like,
yeah.
certain types of music you really, like, those really hard rock songs that you're like, this song is great. Like, you don't listen to the lyrics that much. But then, like, a slow, like, Led Zeppelin ballad, you're listening to the lyrics more. But, like, Back in Black, what the fuck, what does that even mean? You're just like, yeah, this song is sick. What does that mean, Back in Black?
Yeah. They just sort of need words for their music.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And that progresses it. I'm all about that.
Yeah. It's not genre specific, is what I mean. It's not like just hip hop artists aren't listened to. I think
it's all over the place.
Yeah.
But like when people, I don't know the whole words of all songs, I guess there's some certain.
It's just
songs
when you
that know
listen
all the
to
words.
it so much, it happens that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
dude. I was listening to because I hadn't really listened to her at all. I was listening to a podcast last night, and then I went through like a Billie Eilish. I listened to her songs, and they're just like they're fine. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're not.
She seems cool. I just don't really. I don't know her well enough to. Everybody's like deifying her, which is never a good thing for a young artist. But
she's just got like pop beats over talking about her friends dying and stuff.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Party anthems.
And I'm like, I don't know. But no, this is the exact thing I saw. This kid's like, she writes the songs for our generation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever
friends
thought
are dying.
Yeah, everyone's dying.
Yeah.
Everyone's dying, and we're all living digitally now. The only thing that matters is
upload your consciousness.
your online presence.
Have you uploaded your consciousness yet?
I'm working on it.
Have you even backed it up?
I'm trying to get it verified first.
Yeah, you ever have Time Machine on your laptop offer you to back up your consciousness to iCloud?
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Consciousness?
Yeah.
I think this whole next generation it's all like narcissists now. Is all we're gonna be. It's all very
self-obsessed, trying to get our attention from as many people at once as.
Because it's interesting when there's like online arguments. Because it's never. Well, I mean, I guess you still have debates, but like it's just two separate people uploading videos. I don't know.
What do you mean?
Sometimes I'll pay attention to the YouTube arguments of like there was a recent one
in the
like,
comment section or
no,
videos.
I mean, like
back
YouTube
and forth.
people. Yeah. But they'll never talk directly.
No.
They'll just upload separate videos.
Yeah, because they want to try to pit two teams against each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And be like,
That's all
oh,
it's
look at
about.
me get owned. Yeah, like what, like Logan Paul? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I can't. It was a fashion one. What was the dude's name? It's gonna be
Oh,
unimportant.
the gay guy who got in trouble for
some
trying to turn a straight guy's gay or something.
Yeah, and he was like
Said that she
talking
was,
about some makeup company that like his best friend
yes,
wasn't a part of.
Yes. So there
But
was.
then it turned out she was more of a shithead than him. Like that's how the story actually ended up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like a 17-year-old kid, and she
Yeah.
was like a late
40-year-old
30s
woman.
was
Yeah, who was like trying to
woman.
coach him through his
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
career,
yeah.
and then he got like to be one of the biggest YouTubers or some shit like
And
that.
she's just kind of bitter. If
Yeah,
you look
and
into
he was
it.
like, but he was like apparently would go out and like try to hit on straight guys and try to get them gay. And
Yeah,
buy
but
them
apparently there was evidence that wasn't even true. I don't know. It doesn't even fucking matter.
drinks. Stupid, man.
I mean, all straight guys are gay anyhow.
Yeah, and also all gay guys wear makeup.
Is that true?
Yeah,
What about your real hardened gay guy that doesn't seem gay?
isn't that makeup in itself?
Well, guys, thanks for listening. We did enough. Your one traumatic event was the fire. That's all you got.
Yeah,
here?
my dad's a woman too. That was
Your
pretty
dad's a
traumatic.
woman. Yeah, that was traumatic for you.
Yeah, when I was 7, my dad became a woman. That was pretty traumatic.
It was when you were 7.
Yeah, that wasn't
Yeah,
that
lucky
traumatic.
number 7.
but-
Wait, were your parents still together then?
Yeah, and then they broke up, and it was like, hey, your dad's a woman now. We're breaking up.
So he came out to your mom as
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
it's a lot.
yeah.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yep.
When did you start telling people this?
Like my close friends knew right away, but in school I didn't tell people for a while because it was just like it was just confusing. You know, I wasn't even worried about like people making fun of me. It was just that like there's no way to explain that to another kid.
Yeah,
'Cause
how long
I don't
ago
even
was
get
that?
it. That was like 1998. 1999.
Okay, I didn't even. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't a concept. And when you're a little kid and you're like 7 or 8 and you're like, oh, your dad looks like a woman, they don't even get it because I didn't get it. So when like they'd always try to be like they'd be confused and ask me questions and I'm like, dude, I don't know either. I don't know what to say.
No, did he move out of the house then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she moved to. She kept getting evicted. She got fired because she transitioned, and then that was the whole thing, a lawsuit and all that bullshit. And
Wow, that's a lot. It's probably a lot to cover.
yeah,
I have no good
That's
questions
it.
about it, but that's. I mean, now that I got the
It
whole
also
scoop.
wasn't that traumatic. It wasn't like a whole shit. It was just that's just how I've been growing up. That's why I didn't mention it because the fire was like that was actually traumatic. I was scared.
But
I'm not
does that
scared.
still affect you today? Do you still worry
Well,
about that?
I don't worry about it, but it's just I'm sure it's part of my personality and my sense of humor. I'm sure it came out of being a weird kid with a weird background. I was trying to hide from people.
Yeah. Oh,
But-
yeah, because this was post that, and this was now a fire.
The fire was later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was you
Oh,
were 12 and this was
yeah,
7. Yeah.
Yeah, the fire happened while I was going on with that. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
your dad's got a pussy and your house is on fire. It's a lot of things to put out. at
That's a
once.
lot. That's like all your childhood things. You know what I mean? Like your dad just being a
Chick.
man, and then your house just not being on fire.
Yeah, those are the two things. The classic upbringing,
Classic
house
upbringing.
never on fire, dad still got a dick.
When I moved into your, so I lived with your brother for a few years. The house, the porch caught on fire like one of the first months I was there.
The whole porch?
Well, yeah, it went up it wasn't the whole thing, but you can see that there's like burn marks on the wall, I think still. But like it caught on fire. It didn't burn down.
Why? What
It
happened?
just caught on fire. I want to say, well, there was like still like lights out there. This was like, was it September or October? For some reason, there was like Christmas lights out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and it got real wet, and then
Maybe an electrical fire. from
yeah,
when you
electrical
plugged
fire.
in?
Yeah.
Did you guys never found a source of it? How'd you put it out?
Well, the fire department came
Oh.
and they put it out. But like I remember, I was like blackout drunk, asleep in my room, and I woke up after they had already put out the fire. Like they never evacuated me.
That's what's scary. Well, the evacuation thing, maybe they just didn't think it was necessary. But that's the scary thing is if the fire department wasn't there and you're blackout drunk, you're not gonna fucking wake up.
It was only because a kid was walking down the street and he called them. He saw that the porch was on fire,
That's weird.
and that's like right next to my room.
And
man.
they have no idea what happened. The police department didn't come up, or fire department.
I want to
didn't-
say, I don't know.
But
I don't know. I want to say one of the roommates may have done something. Not me. Not your brother.
someone
Yeah.
on the porch though. Okay, I can guess who it is. I already know who it is.
Not that they're gonna listen to this.
Yeah. But then also, I was thinking someone lit poop on fire on your porch. That's what I was
Well,
picturing.
because they'd have to throw it up there.
Oh, it's the top floor porch.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It was right
I thought you
next
meant
to
like
my
right at
room.
the first door.
No,
Oh,
no.
Jesus.
Yeah, the little deck.
Yeah. That's terrifying. I thought you meant just
Light
like
poop on fire, then throw it up.
flaming bag of shit. No, I was picturing that you're on the first floor.
Oh no,
that
no,
you're on the second floor,
this
the
was
first
like,
floor.
Yeah, because the room I was in, and then the deck's out here, and there's that little hallway with the stairs.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah,
Damn. How'd they put it out without waking you up then?
I was pretty out. I was very out, and then I was like still drunk, and I was walking outside, and there was like all like the lights, and they were walking around, and there's one guy, he's like, "Yeah, I just saw it," and I had like he was like just murmuring to
Yeah.
himself. I'm like, "Who is this guy?"
He just, right, I just saved the day.
I'm like, "Hey, thanks."
That's good shit.
That was early on,
I'm so glad you survived, man.
dude. Now
you could have
now
an
I'm
apartment with
thriving.
no air conditioning.
Yeah, now I live in heat.
The irony, full circle.
No, I live in heat. Yeah. I was expecting to talk about your father transitioning more, but I guess
You can talk about that
I don't know what else to say about it, because
because it's boring now. Everybody's got that. Everybody's dad's got a
everybody
vagina.
has a vagina nowadays. I mean, yeah, I learned when my dad was impotent, so
Really?
yeah,
Impotence? Not that weird.
it's not that weird. It happens to many a man. Once your testosterone goes down,
Yeah. I was thinking of sterile. That would be weirder if your dad told you that.
madam sterile.
Yeah.
Why do I need to know this? I have to sit you down.
Yeah.
If my dad said that to me, I'd be like, well, okay, you're finally talking to me about things.
Yeah. That's good to know. Finally learned something about you.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But a few years ago, I had, was it your brother's birthday? That's when I was at your mom's house. And
Yeah.
then your dad, she was there. And your mom, yeah. That was a nice time. You guys seem well adjusted.
Nice.
It was a nice time.
Yeah, we are very well adjusted. That's why people are surprised. My brother's really weird, like very eccentric personality, though. I think people are more understanding. When he's like, my dad's trans, they're probably like, oh yeah, you're weird. I'm more like, they probably think
you're
I'm
more
hiding
chill.
it. They probably think I'm trying to hide it.
Yeah.
Maybe I am.
But I mean, how are you gonna act differently?
Yeah, I know. But I mean, like, again, it's like you imagine that there's some kind of weird part to that, which it is. Also, if I grew up in like the fucking South or something and, you know, was getting threatened, it'd be like, I'd probably be a weirder person.
Yeah,
than now.
definitely.
But I didn't. I grew up in a liberal city where everyone was like,
Yeah,
we're
that's
all
true.
lesbians, so it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember, I mean, when my sister came out, my mom was actually pretty, like, cryy about it and sad as being gay. But
That's
whatever.
weird. Is she religious?
She says she is. She goes to church, but she's like, she doesn't act it. I mean,
Yeah. Fucking doing drugs, banging other dudes all
doing
the time.
drugs, banging other dudes. No, my
That's
mom doesn't
sick.
do drugs. My parents don't drink.
Yeah, my parents don't drink either.
Yeah, I'm like
My
the
mom
most
drinks wine, but
drinky person.
yeah.
Going.
Yeah, nobody in my family gets drunk ever. Like, no, my grandpa never did. Grandma never. I don't think ever had alcohol. My dad got drunk in high school a little bit, college. Mom been drunk like once or twice. Brother never drinks. I'm the only chill one.
You're the only cool one.
Yeah.
You're the only cool one. He's like, are you cool? You're cool.
Yeah.
No, I mean my aunts drank. I mean one of my aunts, like, it killed her, and I just learned that one of my other
Oh,
aunts
that's too bad.
is like has like cirrhosis of the liver, which has to come from drinking, right? How else
I
do
have
you
no
get
idea. I have no idea. Cirrhosis.
that? Yeah,
What's that?
that's like when your liver has too many toxins and it gets too
Oh
big.
yeah,
and
that
it can't...
sounds like drinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, she must have been secretly drinking. Or my family can be secretive, right? And they just
Yeah.
never talked about it.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, like,
People are dying.
her liver has cirrhosis.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, you've just been probably getting drunk every
Yeah,
night for the
yeah.
last whatever.
Years, decades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alcohol really fucks you up.
It's good.
How
though.
much do you drink? You drink a lot?
Like
It's good,
once a
though.
weekend. Yeah, twice a weekend. I
You ever get
drunk.
your liver like looked at how it
No.
looks? I had it looked at once.
Was it not good?
Well, it was supposed to be like, I don't know what the numbers mean. It was supposed to be between like 20 and like 45, whatever. And mine was like 53. And they're like, it's
Jeez.
higher. But they're like, you don't have to worry until it gets to like 120. And I'm like, oh, well, I got
Jesus
tons of
Christ.
time. I'm only at 53.
I'm only unhealthy. I'm not dead yet. Fuck yeah, man. You survived.
All right. Well, it's
been an
3:06
hour, right?
now. We did an hour.
That's good.
We did
That's a long
great.
time.
That was fluent enough for
That
me.
was so quick.
Dude, that flew by. You were
Holy
just-
shit.
You went through. That's just so many paper towels.
I'm not done, dude. I need.
Dude, how many
Go ahead, man.
how many pieces of toilet paper do you go through when you take the worst shit?
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking about that. Like a little more than I think I should. I try
But
to
it's
be
like a lot, right? It's not like for
Uh,
me it seems unreasonable.
Yes, I'm not unreasonable, but sometimes I'm wiping and I'm like, I should be done, but there's still stuff there.
Do you
That's
go do you
concerning.
like stick your finger up your butt?
No.
Is
You
that just
said
because
stick? I was like, no,
do you
nothing
stick
sticking.
the toilet paper against your asshole?
No, you know what I heard? If you push out your butthole a little bit, it like protrudes, and then you can clean the actual hole better. Somebody told me like
just
that. I was like,
pucker it up?
yeah, and I was like, I didn't even think about that. They're like, you idiot, you never thought about pushing your asshole
but you're not
out?
supposed to be like pushing though, right? Isn't
Just
that
a little bit to like extend to poke your butthole out a little bit so you can clean it better. It's really not necessary, but if you ever need to.
Oh man, one day I'm gonna get a bidet. That
Yeah, I
seems
would
the
love
best.
a bidet, man.
Oh,
To
that'd
drink
be so-
from.
Oh yeah, you're just leaning over. You're just cleaning your ass, taking a drink, cleaning your ass, taking a sip. Clean your ass, taking a sip. Damn, I didn't even write down a title for this one. Do you remember anything funny we said? I don't even remember.
Brazilians.
Brazilians, we are very racist. Just to be clear, I'm not being racist. I just don't know how to relate to other cultures.
Yeah, that's fine. Unless they're hot, then it's all on you.
Unless they're hot.
Yeah.
I know,
Then
dude.
it's your fault.
Some of the, like I will say though, like some of the dates have like the foreign chicks will just go on dates. I don't know. It's hard to describe.
because they are not into fucking as much. Most countries,
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah,
other
yeah.
countries have one night stands nearly as much as us. Like whenever I've traveled and I ask people like, "Oh, what's the dating life here?" They're like, "You don't. Nobody has sex until like, it's serious."
Are we the most fuckiest country?
I'm guessing Canada is probably somewhat similar.
Yeah.
There are probably parts of Europe that are
What
similar.
about like England, other white?
Yeah, I think like in most metropolitan cities, like I'm guessing London isn't that different. Parts of England are, like you
I know
said.
like Japan's all fucked up.
Yeah, Japan's really fucked. I'm sure in every country, there will be some
different
people
fuck
that want to
culture.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like even in really conservative, reserved countries, I'm sure people are doing that all the time. They are more quiet about it. But like when I was in Germany, it was like a bunch of people our age. Like at this point, I was like 22. They're all like people that age drinking, and they were like, yeah, like nobody has sex until like fourth or fifth date, and I was like,
Huh.
that's just a thing. Yeah, they're like, maybe you'll kiss a girl the first time, maybe, but like, it's just no.
Even in like, I mean, like, because there's all this the European like rave culture.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That every country has those people. I'm sure if you're in Germany, you can
Yeah.
hook up with a girl, and she's like, yeah, I don't give a shit, and then you're like, you know.
Yeah.
Same way here. They'd be like, oh, Americans, they all want to fuck. And then some girl's like, oh, I don't want to fuck till the first month. And then you're like, oh, you're not American? No.
Oh, you're not American?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Yep.
That's funny. That's definitely funny. You know,
I'm dying.
I'm just gonna. I kind of just like keeping you here. All
Yeah, I don't know.
sweaty.
I can tell you're
I'm
like,
just trying to see how long
I just want more water, and I don't even want to get up.
All right. You know, I told you how many listeners this get. Do you
Yeah,
want
this
to
is
tell
good.
get them to go to anything?
Yeah. Go check me out on the streets. I walk around a lot. Williamsburg, New York. And
If you ever see
if
Jacob
you come
live,
see me on the street,
say hi.
just give me a high five.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give him a little high five.
That's good, man.
Get him a little warm.
Yeah.
Heat him up.
Heat me up.
All right, this has been Militant Affection. I'm at Matt Miller, real and all things Matt Miller comedy on YouTube. And if you want to give me a review, some people have given me a review.
What would they say?
One review, okay, was just wrote I like it, and then
That's
it wrote, and then they wrote a thing underneath it, like the title was I like it, and then no, I think they wrote good enough was the title, and then they wrote I like it, 5 stars.
That's good.
Yeah.
They're just being nice.
Good enough.
Good enough. That's all you need.
But I think I have to put this message at the beginning of the podcast to get that. And people reach this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Matt Miller, real Matt Miller comedy on YouTube. This has been Militant Affection. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Did I blow that?
Militant Affection.